line sound check. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the stage is set for the opening match of the Emirates Polo Championships, the 24th edition of this competition. And we're down in Ghantoot in Abu Dhabi. The stage is set, the field looks great, and the weather is absolutely perfect. Match day one is going to be contested here, our first game of the tournament between Ghantoot in their familiar home colours of the white shirts, this time with a little bit of green trim, and they're up against the team coming down from Dubai in Basha. Let's have a look at the runners and riders. Ghantoot lining up with Ali Almari at 1 off a 0-goal handicap. At 2 is Oscar Colombres playing off 3 goals. Juan Ambrosio is in the 3 shirt, and at the back, Miguel Ayala playing off 4 goals. Team totaling 12 goals, the Ghantoot team. That's a full complement for this 12-goal tournament, of course. And their opponents, El Basha. Hani Jabsi is at number 1. Ricardo Garros plays in the number 2 shirt, the highest rated player on display off 6 goals. We've got Federico Iraola playing at 3, and Thomas Willens on 5 goals makes the Al Basha team 13 goals in handicap, and they're going to give a half-a-goal handicap start away to Ghantoot here. So half goal to the whites before we get going, and well, it's going to be an interesting match, isn't it? A lot of these players just joining these teams. We've seen Ghantoot run out a couple of times. Haven't seen Al Basha down here yet this season. And a new lineup for them. Our umpires, Matthias Bavieni from the Argentine and Mr. Howard Smith from Guards Polo Club in England, And next to me in the chair, Senor Santiago Torreguitar is in the third man hot seat. Matthias just having a chat with the two teams. Looks like we're ready to go. Ball's in play, and it's popped out the back. Contact at the back of the pack. And a good ride-off coming in here will get possession back for El Basha. Nicely worked forward here by Ricardo Garros. Garros just trying to dance his way past a couple of players. Coming in there and stealing it and flicking it back around the corner there was Miguel. But there's no one there in a white shirt. Colombres trying to get on the end of that. A big bump right off coming in there from Juju Colombres, but El Basha have possession. It's Willens. Bit scrappy and a bit dirty here, but El Basha still have it. Backhander comes in, hooked out of the play there was Colombres as he came in on the backhander, and El Basha still working it down the boards. It's a bit grubby. And all a little bit hectic and a bit nervous early doors here in the first chukker. Picked up now by Colombres on the chestnut. And he's found a nice one up over the halfway line, but he's been tracked here, and Williams will come back in defence here for El Basha. Puts the brakes on. Just waiting there for Juju Colombres to show his hand, and in the end he's just managed to do a little half pirouette and bring the ball back in field, and he's found a nice little measured pass, and Ali Almari came in, but did he cross just before he made that hooking play? The umpires both in unison blowing the whistle, and they're probably going to move up to a penalty 4, are they? 4 is called by Howard Smith. They're going downfield, and it's going to be a 60-yard penalty here and a chance for the blue shirts to open the scoring. Perfect day for polo here. Not too hot. It's probably, I don't know, 22, maybe 23 degrees, but there's still a nice breeze in the air. Fairly cold breeze down here in Abu Dhabi at the moment. And, well, just about perfect for polo, you'd say. The field looking great. And a chance here for El Basha, who trailed by half a goal on handicap, to try and do something about that and take the lead. It's going to be the 6-goal player, Ricardo Garros, circling around here from 60. Good contact, very casual, wasn't it? It was a really nice, relaxed swing, quite wristy the swing, but a lovely contact on the ball, and he's absolutely floated it straight through the centre of the goal, up and over the top of the defenders, and a lovely penalty. Looked very confident over the ball, and El Basha take the lead here. It's a goal to a half. Little bit of hustle and bustle in the throw-in, but the ball is in play. Worked around the corner here by Juan Ambrosio, but he's been nudged out of the way by Ricardo Garros. Ambrosio comes back in with a counter right off, and he's done pretty well. Wanted the whistle, but he's been out hustled there, and play will continue. Picked up here by Willems. Oh, and stolen away, nicely done. Picking up the ball is Juan Ambrosio on the far side of the field. Ali Almari is in a good position. Tucked in behind is Juju Colombres, who's just going to drop in behind Juan Ambrosio and give him an option. And there is the option, and that's allowed Juanchi to dance his way past the defending player, and he's found a little pocket of space up in front of goal. Ambrosio, it's come off the pony. Ali Almari's there. And the whistle, so too was the whistle as Ali came in to make that play. Well positioned directly behind the line there was Howard Smith. And did Ali Almari come in with too much angle to try and get on the end of that and put it across the line? It looks like he did. And it's going to be a defensive penalty here, a penalty 5 from the spot in favour of El Basha. Little pass out towards Garros. Cuts back in field. Picked up now by Willens. Willens now with a little bit of space, but he's been beaten by the bouncing ball. Open backhander is out towards his teammate, but he couldn't quite get control of the ball. Ali Almari's there for a little nibble. Garros was out hustled in the ride-off, and that's been hit downfield. And Ghantoot are on the attack. Back in defence here. Willens. Open backhander out towards Garros. Turned around the corner by Juju Colombres. Stick raised there. That's Ali Almari who wanted the foul, and there is a whistle. It's just a question of whether Almari had to go near side or not. That's what the umpires are going to look at here. And it looks like it's going to be another penalty 5 spot hit in favour of Al Basha, and a chance for them to get the ball downfield and clear the lines. 3:53 on the clock here in the first. This Emirates Polo Championship will be contested over 4 chukkers, ladies and gentlemen, until we get to the final. And the final will be 5 chukkers. But all the rest of the games will be played over 4 chukkers. And here we go, we're back underway. Juan. He's done well there. He's just asking for a little bit more from the horse on the ride-off. Garros comes in and challenges him. Ali Almari there with his stick raised. The whites have still got it, so play will continue here. Picked up by Miguel. Ayala. Tried the cut shot there, but he's hit it a little bit straight, but it may actually work in his favour, because he's got it away from Willens, and he's got some support here, being worked back in field by Juanchi Ambrosio. Juan. Garros will have to clear, and does. Picked up now by Colombres. Juju. Oh, and was he under the swing? Whistle's gone. It's going to be the halfway point in this first chukker with 3 minutes and 6 seconds on the clock. The players are going to be given a chance to change their ponies here with a free change, and will only be given a minute, so they'll have to get their skates on. But we've got 3:06 on the clock, and it's halfway through this first chukker, and Al Basha currently with a half-goal advantage here. It's 1-1/2. Six teams in this tournament, nicely attended, as it has been over the years, and we've got 2 matches tomorrow, and that'll give us a chance to look at the other 4 competitors in this Emirates Polo Championship. Penalty's gone in favour of the whites, and it's going to be a close range open goal 30-yard penalty here, and a chance for Ghantoot to wrestle back the lead. So a couple of players just circling around the ball, teeing it up. Looks like it's going to be Oscar Colombres who's going to get the honours here. Well, he's certainly teeing the ball up. Could it be Juan Ambrosio circling around to take it? Or is he just warming that pony up? It will be, in fact, be Juan from 30. Comes in on the chestnut, and he's got the job done. Ghantoot take a half-goal advantage here over Al Basha. It's 1.5-1. Ball's back in play. Whistle's gone. We had Federico Iraola there with his stick raised. Juju Colombres was also there. And so too was the whistle of Matthias Valvieni. And he's given a spot hit here in favour of the whites. So just a warning this time, because the umpires heard but did not see who the culprit was there. Cannot be using the whip when the ball is not in play, and that was a dead ball situation. Just a warning as that pass goes down towards Oscar Colombres. Colombres now looking for the under the next shot, but that's a good firm bump and a very good defensive ride-off, coming in and trying to turn things around here from defence into attack. Appealing for the foul there, but getting nothing was the Ghantoot player. And it is Basha working this one out of defence. A little bit slow, and they've had the ball stolen away. Just dithering around with it a little bit as Ambrosio comes in with a backhander. Downfield. Turned around the corner once again, and Basha with a chance to get this one forward. Cuts back inside. Left is the call, and he's gone left, but I don't think he's gone left far enough. Ghantoot, tail backhand. It's a good-looking backhander, that. Perfect. Right on the money. And the big drive from Colombres came up a little bit short. So Basha with a chance to get this one into their possession and around the corner. Iraola working in defence there. Willens is also there for a piece of the action. Leave it is the call. And Willens has it. Finds a little pocket of space and then opens up and finally gets a drive downfield. Hani Jabsi's been asked to come up with an awful lot from there. He'd have to go near side, and he's been beaten to the ball here by Juan. Ambrosio with a chance to turn here on the chestnut pony and set things up for Ghantoot. Fakes to go long, didn't have the space, was worried about hitting into the horse, so he's decided to run it himself, but he's shown too much of that to Thomas Willens. Willens' tail backhander is a beauty, and finally play will open up on the far side, and that's exactly what Garros likes to see. Ball in front of him, and with a chance to run, it's Ricardo Garros. He's got to put a little bit too much angle on that first shot. He wanted to be a bit straighter than that, and that's meant that he's had to check up and do the grubby work on the boards here to retain possession for Basha. Comes around the corner, still Ricardo Garros, under a little bit of pressure there from a couple of Ghantoot players, but he's gone past Ali Al-Mari as the 32nd hooter sounds. Al Jabsi's there, he's going to have to... Hani unlucky. Whistle's gone. That will be Chaka. Jabsi trying to do the right thing there on the near side. He knew the play he needed to come up with, but did he go over the top of the ball with his pony? Was he a bit too close to the right of way? I think he possibly could have been. The hooter's gone. The end of the first Chaka here, ladies and gentlemen, and it's Ghantoot with the advantage. It's 1.5 to 1. That is Chaka, folks. Hooter went just before the whistle, and at the end of the first, the home team of Ghantoot with a narrow advantage, 1.5 to 1. Welcome back, everybody tuned in on Polo Line TV. Welcome back to Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club here in Abu Dhabi. Here's the replay of that last play. Hani Jabsi coming in, trying to do the right thing on the near side, but looks like he just lost a little bit of control of the pony, might have drifted over the right of way. And as a result, it's going to be a penalty 5, I think, in favour of Ghantoot. Umpire calls play. Here comes Juanchi. Colombres breaks out to the right-hand side. That one's gone a little bit straight. In fact, it's worked all right. Juju making that adjustment with the horse. Didn't quite find the shot that he was looking for. And he's gone hard at that one. Takes a little deflection, but he's still in possession here. He's attracted the attentions of Ricardo Garros. Backed up here by his teammate, Ambrosio. Fired down towards goal. In fact, that was Miguel who had the shot, I think, and the shot is wide. So Basha from their own back line. We've got a whistle. 6:50 on the clock. And we're all good to go. Back in play here with Willens. Came up a bit short, didn't it? The pass towards Haiti. And Ghantoot have got possession. They're coming around the corner here, and this is a really good chance. He's got the momentum to go past his man, but he's popped that one wide of the post. A really good chance after a bit of a failure from the back line, you have to say, from Basha. Not the most convincing knock-in. Sigh of relief, and they'll get take 2 here. Hopefully they can come up with something a little bit more convincing to get the ball downfield and away from the danger zone. Here comes Thomas Willens again. This time he's gone with plenty of angle out to the right-hand side. In fact, that was Haiti out towards Willens now, and then it's fired back downfield. Come up a bit short for Hani Jabsi. Ghantoot with a chance to turn this one around the corner with the tail backhander. Picked up by Juan. Putting the brakes on, he's over the top of the play, and he's going to rely on Juju Colombres to come in and get the job done, but this is nice play and a breakaway from Iraola, and he's in here, Fede, bouncing ball, couldn't windmill it, and it's been tailed around the corner, and a nice tail backhander will put defence into attack here for Ghantoot. Ambrosio working hard, trying to get this pony going forward. He's eventually hooked out of it by Haiti, who went for man and ball, but he's popped the ball out over the sideline, and there'll be an 8-second count here, and Ghantoot will continue their attack. Ball dropped down by Bavieni. On the loop here is Juan Ambrosio. He's gone for goal. Looks pretty good. Oh, Juju touched that, and I think he might have been better off letting that run through, because it was a well-timed shot and a really good position going in towards goal. But Colombres stopped the ball, and he may have regrets about that later. He's back in the mix, stolen the ball back here, but Basha back in defence here in the form of Thomas Willens. Willens, white player, is called out, and he'll have a little opportunity here to come through. It's in fact it's Haiti. Ali Almari. Ooh, it's all over the place. Juju with enough time to come in and get possession and support his teammate. Colombres coming around the outside, tail backhander. But back in defence here for Ghantoot, doing a good job. They've turned it around the corner. Oh, and he's going away from his man, and there certainly won't be a whistle there as he's gone through. Distance was opening up. They wanted the whistle, but he's through. And all the time here for him to stick and ball this one around the corner. It's almost expected a whistle, the ball carry. He's gone out to the left-hand side. I'm sure if he thought there was something from the umpires, but play will continue, and he's flicked it towards goal. And he has got the score. Basha with a nice breakaway. And they put themselves into the lead in the form of Ricardo Garros, doing what he does best. Clock ticking down to the halfway point of this second chukka, and as Basha's score goes from 1 to 2 on the scoreboard, the players are going to be given an opportunity to change their ponies here halfway through the second. So the umpires just telling the players that they haven't got time to dwindle. There's not time to go back and have a drink and a team chat. It is literally a pit stop. They want to do 1 minute only changes, keep the rhythm of the game. These half chukka changes are, well, not great for the rhythm of polo. So Ghantoot just coming across and having a chat there with Howard. Juan Ambrosio just asking the question as captain. He's entitled to do so. And we clearly saw from our camera angle that Basha player going away at speed. And as a result, no danger, no foul on that occasion. Ghantoot in possession of the ball here. It is Juan. Goes out to the right-hand side looking for Juju Colombres. Colombres with a ride-off coming in from Thomas Williams. Williams backed up. Ghantoot just working it around the corner. Clear and use. Juan coming through. A good centering shot. Ali Almari trying to get on the end of that. But it's been kicked by the pony and hoofed out of play, and possession will go back to Basha from their own back line. We're back in play. And they've made a bit of a shuffle at the back of the pack there. It's Ricardo Garros who's bringing the ball into play at the moment. He's found a nice one downfield towards Thomas Williams. Big ride-off coming in and a good steal. Well, he's appealing for the foul, but it looked as clean as a whistle, didn't it, the challenge? A well-timed ride-off and a good steal coming in there from Juan Ambrosio, but he's dwindled a little bit too long, and that's been stolen away by Ricardo Garros, and Garros is glancing over his shoulder not once but twice. How's the approach shot? Oh, it's not what he wanted at all. He shanked it out to the right-hand side, and Ghantoot back in defence here, are back in possession of the ball. Nice work by Juan. Can he pick up the bouncing ball here? Hook comes in from Willens. Ambrosio. Wise to it, eventually gets stolen away there, and Willens will find a tail backhander out towards Ricardo Garros. Big ride-off coming in from Colombres. Garros wanting the right-hand turn, didn't get it. Miguel Ayala in possession of the ball here for Ghantoot. Always left it behind. A chance here for the young man turning. Picking up the ball here is Federico. Fede with a cut shot downfield. Back in defence comes Colombres. Colombres with a nice little flick and good hook there. He's left the ball for his teammate, and Juan Ambrosio will have a chance to turn. Steadies the pony. Can he find the pass? No is the answer. He can't, and it's been stolen away there. Near side backhander coming in from Garros, but he didn't get enough on it. He was trying to release Thomas Willens. And a whistle. Couple of cries coming in as the final whistle goes at the end of the second chukka. It's half time in this one, folks, and it's Basha who have a narrow advantage over Ghantoot. It's 2 to 1.5.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kulm Hotel in Emirates, to the 40th edition.
See you tomorrow on the lake, 11 o'clock. Thank you very much.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Our Polo Line TV viewers. Welcome back to the Emirates Polo Championships here in Abu Dhabi. Half time in this one. In this nip and tuck match between Ghantoot and Basha. We've had two chukkers and we've not had more than half a goal difference between the two sides. There you see it, end of the first. Ghantoot had the advantage, 1.5 to 1, and just the one goal coming from Basha in that second chukker, giving them the half goal advantage at half time. Nice shots from the drone as it spins around the players who are congregating in the middle of the field. Just got one of our umpires changing his pony. It's Howard Smith, who's off getting on a fresh pony. There he is. So play's going to restart with a 5B. Penalty from the centre of the field here in favour of the home team, Ghantoot. There's the Basha team on our screen as we go back to the shots from the drone. Ghantoot waiting patiently, just hatching a plan here from this 5B penalty. Players called, and here comes Juan Ambrosio for Ghantoot. Goes short and left out towards Miguel. Ayala now with a little chance to put bat on ball and set up the play. Looks up, he's got Ricardo Garros trying to get across and slow him down, but he's just danced across in front of him. He's just protesting his innocence there, but the pony not really helping him. And in the end, it looked like a clear obstruction. Barbieri just explaining what he's seen, and they're going to go beyond the 4 to the 3, surely. "40 yards and a chance for Ghantoot to edge back into a narrow advantage. Here comes Juan Ambrosio. Ambrosio with the shot, and the goal judge is confused, but the umpire liked it, and the goal has been awarded. So 2.5 to 2 in favour of the Whites. As we see the replay there, umpire right on the post in the perfect position and very confident to give that one in. This one's popped out nicely for Ali Al-Mari, and Ali's got some space here, and he's also got a teammate on the inside of the field who can put in a block and give him a bit more time. Oh, Ali went for a big cut shot. Has he got the horse back? He has. Al-Mari looking to go under his pony's neck. Surely not. Oh, that's brilliant. Ali Al-Mari with a wonderful goal from the throw-in. Thought he had overcooked that cut shot, but the pony coming back beautifully for him, and it put him right in the centre of the field. And he came up with the goods under his pony's neck. So a quick 1-2 from Ghantoot. And for the first time in this match, we have a little bit of daylight. It's 3.5 goals to 2. Possession up for grabs. Basha have it, switching to the near side and coming away with the play. Good work from Garros. Whoa. Whistle. Well, it was Ricardo Garros who put the brakes on hard after the miscontrol. There was a couple of players coming down the line behind him. Let's have a look. And there are those two players. And it looked like one blue pushing a white into another blue. And it's going to be a penalty 5, spot hit in favour of Ghantoot. Juan Ambrosio taps it forward. Miguel goes out to the left-hand side. He's gone long and straight down towards Juju, but it's been nicely picked up here by Thomas Willens. Miguel steals it away. Ayala switches to the offside, opens the backhander up and puts it right out in front of Ali Al-Mari. Al-Mari with a cut shot down towards goal. This is going, and saved. Garros with a flamboyant under the neck shot on the offside of his pony. In fact, it has been given. It was pretty close, but unfortunately for Basha, it was over the line, and the goal is good. And Ghantoot having a really good third chukker here, extending their lead as they go to 4.5 to 2. Basha need the ball. They need to stop the rot here. They need the next goal, you would feel. Surely they can't concede another one. Leave it is the call. Federico leaves it fair for Tomas. Tomas out towards Aiti. Aiti goes back to the offside. No one there behind him, so he was able to cross over and retain possession here for Basha. Hani Al-Jabsi's found a really good position. How's the pass? It looks pretty good, but not quite enough on it. And Hani, who was trying to shape that run and drop in on that pass, couldn't quite get across. And in the process of trying to get to the ball, he's fouled Juju Colombres. It's going to be a spot hit in favour of the Whites. Juan. A couple of taps from Ambrosio. And then a nice lofted drive out towards Miguel Ayala. Miguel, good ride-off in defence coming in from Thomas Willens. But Miguel's done well, picks up the bouncing ball, he's still going here, he's got some support here from Juju. Colombres with a little touch forward, showed too much of that to Garros. And Haiti has nipped in and retained possession here, stolen the ball back for the red and blue shirts of El Basha. Goes left. The intended pass there was for Thomas Willens. But a nice open backhander. Oh, that's a great backhander from Colombres, and it's gone straight through the back. And look at this, they're in on goal again. It's Juan Ambrosio. Oh, Juan's over the top of it, and El Basha, desperate defence across the face of goal and away from the danger zone. Could that be the moment that El Basha stayed in the match? Nice little spin turn from Garros. Showing his class here, the 6-goal Argentine downfield up towards Hani Jabsi. This time Hani is in the perfect spot, and he's found a nice shot downfield and up over the halfway line. Ali Al-Mari comes in, and Hani looked like he just drifted off that and went to the near side, so he's not going to get anything from the refs on that occasion. And it's a counter-attack coming in here in the form of Ghantoot. Juan Ambrosio working this one up over the 60s, gone past one. Can he find the finishing touches to this? Clever play from Juan, but into the traffic, and a nice near side backhander will turn them around. Garros trying to get on the end of this. In fact, it's Federico there trying to get on the end of his own backhander. And Ricardo Garros came across there. There was a loud blast from the umpire as Miguel Ayala and Ricardo Garros, the two players wearing the black helmets, came together. Garros is off his pony, the whistle's gone, and the clock has stopped with 2:51 remaining here in the third. Well, the umpires have just gone upstairs to the third man on this one, just double checking, which invariably they do. When the whistle goes and the players are changing horse, it's always an opportunity for the umpires to go upstairs, check the replay. Why wouldn't you when you've got the time? And they've gone upstairs on this occasion, and they're having a chat here with Senor Santi Torreguitar. Well, I could tell you that Santi said big foul. But big foul from who? The ball's been placed down on the penalty 2, and it's going to be a 30-yard open goal attempt here, and a chance for the white shirts of Ghantoot to extend their lead and go to 5.5 goals here in this third chukka. Juan Ambrosio circling around. Pony has a nice rhythm to it. Looks very comfy for penalties. And he strokes it through. Goal judge's flag is raised, and 5.5 now to 2 in favour of Ghantoot. We're back to the centre, and it's popped out the back nicely here for Juan. Ayala was calling for the pass, but Ambrosio was just blocked there, couldn't get that pass away. There was a horse between him and Ayala, and that's Thomas Willens coming in. Loud blast from Bavini, who saw Juju Colombres trying to nip in and steal the ball. The umpires didn't like it. Ball being dropped down on the 40-yard marker. And the reason for that was that the Blues were in on goal, weren't they? Not an awful lot of cover apart from that man fouling. And despite the fact that it was in their own half, the umpires have made a good decision and assessed the situation on the field, and they've given a penalty 3 here in favour of El Basha. Garros taking his time to tee this ball up. Pony looks a little bit hectic, quite a high head carriage, but he's okay. He's got it settled down now. Just a little change of leg as he came to hit it. Has he pushed it? No, he hasn't. He's kept his composure and he smashed it through. Good penalty from Garros, an important penalty. And Al Basha get the scoreboard ticking in their favour once again. They're certainly not out of this. It's 5.5 to 3. Clash of sticks in the throw-in. Juan is there. But coming through at pace is Ricardo Garros. Over the top of the second near side attempt. That backhander coming in from Thomas Willens, but only as far as Juju. Nicely done from Colombres. Found a nice measured cut shot pass. Oh, unlucky. Miguel Ayala was well positioned and he throws his head back as he sees that ball bounce and hit the top of the boards and go out of play, and it means Al Basha have possession here on the 8-second count from Bavieni. Here comes Thomas Willems, gone out to the right-hand side. He was looking for Garros. He also had Federico out there, Iraola, but neither of those two could get on the end of that pass, and the Whites have got possession back. Picked up now by Miguel. He's over the top of the play, got some support. Another swing and a miss for Ghantoot, this time by Juan Ambrosio. Very uncharacteristic mistake there from Juan, who was unchallenged. He was over the top of the play, and Al Basha turned it around. Juju Colombres back in defence. Charged down, backhand attempt from him. 30-second hooter goes as this one is spun around the corner and brought back in field by Ayala. Left for Juan Ambrosio. Juanchi takes a tap. He's got a little bit of protection here from Miguel. So he's worked it around the corner and decides to run it down towards goal himself. Hook coming in there from Garros. Goal shot. It's Ayala, but he's thrown his head back. And the reason he's done that is because he's overcut that one. It's gone across the face of goal. It's wide of the target. And that will end the third chukker here, ladies and gentlemen. A good chukker for Ghantoot. Al Basha coming up with the last goal of that chukker, but they'd already conceded 3. And at the end of the third, it's 5.5 to 3 in favour of the Whites. We're back in play as that pass goes from the back line out from Thomas Willens out towards Ricardo Garros. They're mixing it up there from the back line, the boys from Basha. And, well, right on the centre line, the ball has popped out of play there from Federico. His attempted under the net shot down towards Garros has gone awry. And the ball has been dropped down here, picked up by Ambrosio. Juan goes long towards Juju. Ali Almari's there with a little waft on the near side. He couldn't get bat on ball. It's been turned around the corner here. Little backhander and a whistle. Umpire's just having a chat. So 6 teams competing in this Emirates Polo Championships. As I said before, ladies and gentlemen, this of course match day 1 and game 1, just the one game today. Tomorrow, make sure that you are watching for 2:30 local time, where we have Bindrai taking on AM Polo. And the second game tomorrow will be contested between Abu Dhabi and Lamar. So the umpires have gone to the third man, and the third man has had his say. And the resulting penalty is a penalty 5 here in favour of Basha. Tap forward here by Thomas Willens. And then a nice lofted under the neck shot out towards Garros, but Ambrosio was waiting for that, and he's come across here to track Haiti. Oh, unlucky. Just when he wanted that ball to cannon off the boards and give him a chance to put the hammer down and try and go past Juan, it's bounced out of play, and possession will go back to Juan Ambrosio here. Punchy takes a tap and then goes left. Good little pick up from Juan, from Miguel, was it? Just about. No, he's left it under his pony, and he couldn't quite get possession and the ball under control, and Basha will counter here. Garros beaten to the ball by Ambrosio. And whose stick head is that? It's Juan Ambrosio's, which means that the stick of Haiti Garros is intact, and he's going down towards goal. He's gone near side. Garros, this looks good. Oh, what a wonderful goal that is from Ricardo Garros. That's what he can do. And he came in, he sensed that Juan Ambrosio was going to come across and play that on the offside, which he was entitled to do. There was no foul from Juan, but Haiti came around the inside and stole the ball away. And when that stick head went flying, we weren't quite sure whose it was. But then when we saw, we knew that Garros was in on goal, and he got the job done. Brilliant composure on the near side. And Basha still in this match. They trail by 1.5. It's 5.5 to 4. And it's the whites with the ball on the far side as play opens up. It's Juan Ambrosio coming flying through. Whoa, a cry of anguish from someone. Ambrosio trying to go through the ride-off. And our umpire, Howard Smith, just calming the players down. Another look at this one. 2 on-field umpires just having a chat. We're just having a really good look at this on the replay. And Howard Smith just explaining to Juan Ambrosio exactly why this penalty has gone against his team. So, eventually, we're back underway, and it's going to be a penalty 5, a defensive penalty here for Basha. Still time here, they've got 5 minutes on the clock. And 2 unanswered goals would flip this game on its head. That one's launched downfield by Garros. Looking for Federico. Ali Almari is there on the near side. He's come up with a good backhander there, Ali Almari. Pegged it down the boards. But a good turn from Haiti. Ghantoot have it back. It's all got a bit messy on the far side of the field. It's Miguel Ayala trying to get this one around the corner and turn defence into attack for Ghantoot. But a whistle. A whistle on the play as Thomas Willens and Federico Iraola were both there trying to steal possession back, but in doing so they've conceded the penalty. Spot hit taken here by Juan. Couple of taps and then a low pass down the boards. Back in defence is Garros. Didn't get the backhander of his dreams. And it's been jumped all over here by Juju Colombres. Sets up the play and leaves it for his teammate. Good teamwork here. Well, just as I say that, the pass from Miguel was awry and it's popped out over the boards. Going to do one more run before they change ponies here in this 4th and final chukker. Basha on the march. They want to get the pressure on. They've taken this one quickly and they fired it down into a dangerous area. Federico trying to get the job done on Juan Ambrosio. A little flick backhander on the near side coming in there from Thomas Willens. And Williams is around the corner. Oh, and Hani Al-Jabsi was there for a piece of the action. The whistle has gone, surely with 3:33 on the clock in the 4th. They're going to come and change their ponies and the umpires will have a chance to discuss this one. But a good comeback this from Basha, showing a lot of spirit. But this penalty very important. Let's see which way this one goes. Spot hit in favour of Ghantoot, and a chance here for Juan Ambrosio to get the ball downfield and away from the danger zone. Miguel breaking out to the left. Juan deciding to retain possession, and then he goes left, and that's good play by Miguel. He's found some space. goes first time, didn't quite get that. The ball just hopped on him as he went to drive that one downfield. Good work by Thomas Willens and Aiti, just wanting that ball to sit down. And again, Basha hit the ball out over the sideline, and in doing so, conceded possession. Here comes Juan. Takes a quick one. Miguel is tucked in behind. Juan Ambrosio. Hook coming in there from Federico, and he's done well here. He's going to turn it. Nicely set up here by the young man playing for Basha. Iraola leaves it now for Garros. Garros opens up and punches that. In fact, that was Iraola. Federico with a good play. They're appealing for a foul. Juju setting the play here for Ghantoot. Goes out to the left-hand side. Ambrosio breaking out to the left on the chestnut. It's going to be beaten to the ball, but Federico beaten by the bounce there on the near side, and that's allowed Juan Ambrosio a chance to open his shoulders and drive that down into the pass of Miguel Ayala. Good defensive play once again by Federico. Here comes Thomas Willens. Near side backhander will release Aiti Garros, and Garros, oh, that was an important one. He couldn't quite take that on the run. And the ball just popped up over his stick, and possession is back with Ghantoot here. Time ticking away for Basha. We're inside the last minute and a half. Stolen by Aiti. Garros and Miguel Ayala coming together. There's a whistle, and the clock stops with 1:45. It's going to be a spot hit to the whites. Miguel Ayala was set to play the near side, and Garros coming in behind him and switching to the near side. That's what they've seen, and that's what they've given. 1.5 goals the difference, 1:45 on the clock. Good pressure from Basha, but they need a goal, and they need a goal soon. Driven, good play by Juan Ambrosio, who's just thumped it downfield and got it as far down as he can, but Ali Almari reaching out to try and nip in front of Thomas Willens has conceded the whistle here, and the penalty will go in favour of Basha. 1:34 on the clock. It's still doable, but they need a really quick goal here. What can they come up with? Willens leaves it for Garros. Garros now up over the halfway line. He's got to go, and he's got to go at pace. Oh, I don't think there's enough time for this. Flicked around the corner. Thomas Willens has done well. He's got the ball away from Juju Colombres, but it's all very slow, this for Basha. Surely they've got to be more clinical and decisive than this. And in fact, Ayala nicks the ball back, and Ghantoot will crunch this one downfield. Clock winding down. Federico. Iraola around the corner. Nice work here, and he's in on goal. Nice looking approach shot. Can he find the flick towards goal? That's beautifully done, and a super score. But it's too little too late by the looks of things. Basha bring number 5 up on the scoreboard, but they're still trailing by a half as the clock ticks down. 33, 32, 31, 30, and Huta. Well, it was a great game, and they worked so hard. They hung on in there, but they just needed to be a bit more decisive there, in my opinion. Get the ball down into the danger zone. They didn't have enough time for that. And in the end, a superb goal by Federico Iraola, but it was too little too late. And Basha just coming up a little bit short here. Ghantoot 5.5, Basha 5. Here's the chucker by chucker progression for the benefit of our Polo Line TV viewers. Ghantoot had the advantage from the word go, didn't they, with that half goal handicap start. And at the end of the first, they were 1.5 to 1. Basha had the lead at half-time, 2-1.5 in their favour. But look at that third chukker. Basha scored once, and Ghantoot got 4 goals, and they came in 5.5 to 3. That's when the damage was done. Ghantoot not scoring in the fourth. Basha coming back with 2 unanswered goals, but they just came up a bit short. Final score, 5.5 to 5 in favour of the Whites. Let's have a look at the best goals. '80 threading that one through the traffic. Here it is from a different angle. Nicely done. This is Ali Al-Mari. This is a nice one, wasn't it? Looked like he'd overcut that, but he got the horse back to it and then came up with a lovely under the neck shot. Good job there by Ali Al-Mari. And that was from the throw-in, all his own work. There's the cut shot, and how he got back to that, I don't know. But he did, and he came up with a lovely finish. This was that lovely bit of play by Ricardo Garros. Finishes it on the near side under his pony's neck after stealing the ball away from Juan Ambrosio. And those were the goals of the game. Field goals, Basha scoring 3, Ghantoot 2 from the field. Throw-ins shaded by Ghantoot, 5-4 in their favour. Fouls, Basha conceding 11 and Ghantoot 7. Penalties, 100% from the penalty spot, 3 out of 3, 2 out of 2. Most of those were 30s and 40s, although there was a 60 early doors from Ricardo Garros that was beautifully struck over the top. There were no corners and no yellow cards in the game. So that's the end of match day 1 here for the Emirates Polo Championship. Make sure you're tuned in for tomorrow's action. We've got 2 games starting at 2:30 local time. Bin Dry versus AM Polo, and that will be followed by Lamar, Abu Dhabi.